Curtis Blow. You know, he's coming out with a Christian rap CD. And you know what amazes me is that he was one of the pioneers in hip hop. Back when hip hop was pure, back when hip hop was about unity, about family, and about coming together and just doing something positive with the music. And it's not a coincidence. Actually, we see it's the purpose in God is that now he's not being it's like he's coming back and turning it holy. Yeah. Like bringing it back to its original design.
You know, God, when I found out he got saved, the Lord, and I've always wanted to meet him and hopefully he hear me. When he got saved, when I heard he got saved, God spoke to me clearly and he said, I use him to birth hip hop. Now I'm going to use him to rebirth hip hop.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
See, he don't just use a nobody to God, just like people knew who Moses was. Moses wasn't a stranger to Egypt.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because if you think about all of how many times he came before Pharaoh and challenged Pharaoh.
Right.
And was all up in Pharaoh's face. If he was a nobody, man, Pharaoh would have had him killed. But that was his brother. He knew him as a brother, so guess what? He's going to entertain him every time he came.
Wow.
So because that was a familiar person. So he came to, first he was there as a participant of the you know, holding the people down, and then God pulled him away, cleaned him up, sent him back to free the people.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? That's the same thing. So it's a blessing to me, and it actually makes me sharpen up. It's like, man, we got Curtis Blow on the team, like draft pick. Like, oh man, we got Jordan on the team. Like Jordan that came out of retirement.
Throwback.
But God spoke that to me and said, I use him to help birth it, and I'm going to use him to help rebirth it.
Wow.
So I mean, that was
hip hop.
That's real. That's real.
Wow, that's interesting how you say the rebirth.
Yeah.
How God is using him to rebirth this, and how.
Because when you get saved, you have to be born again.
Exactly. So it's like what was always there, what was always holy in God's original design for his music is being birthed.
Exactly. And it's a trip because it never dies when you speak in life over music.
That's right.
You know, I just came back from Houston, Texas, and right before the show, I was watching Crush Groove.
Wow.
On DVD. And Curtis is singing, If I Rule the World. I was like, oh, this is my song.
Like, hit you back.
I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of know, and I never knew like he was not only a rapper, an artist, but a producer too.
Right.
And a lot of people don't know he actually helped produce Run DMC. He was one of their producers and one of their engineers and stuff. And so,
one of their mentors.
Yeah, like, I mean, and now he's helping this generation.
Wow.
And I want to do whatever I can as a vet and as a soldier on this side to just be an asset to anything that anybody, because I'm about kingdom business.
Exactly.
Not just about what Pettidee is doing.
Right.
If you ever, anytime you see me doing shows or see me on the internet, I'm always here trying to help the genre, not just what's going on with Soldier Sound Records. So it's a blessing.
Wow, that is awesome. It's awesome to just be in your presence, hear you speak about music, but not only speak about it, but you're a minister. You know, you are ministering and singing. God is definitely in the midst, and how, you know, I know you have children of your own, right? And I know they probably are, they hear the music that's going on now in this generation. How do you not shelter them from it? I'm not sure exactly what you do, but how do you keep it pure and positive before them, even though it's like they're in the world, but they're not of it?
I mean, it's a blessed season for me because they're not growing up in the season of hip hop where Christian hip hop has grown so much that they don't struggle with the same struggles that I struggled with when I first got saved. You know, there was only a handful of artists out there that you could pretty much listen to that really sound good and really had quality material. You know what I'm saying? You had T-Bone, you had SFC, you had A1 Swift, you had the Gangsters, and you only had like a handful of stuff that you really could listen to. I mean, now you got the Truth, you got the Cray, you got, you know what I'm saying? You got Trip Lee, you got stuff, and they see us riding out. You got Canton, you got Dale. I mean, they just got so much stuff. So when we, me and my wife and the kids, we ride on the highway trip.